What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the North Texas Dynasty on College Football 26, and welcome to year 6. We are already 6 seasons into this dynasty after another disappointing first round exit in the playoffs and another home playoff loss at that, missing our star senior quarterback Bryce Baker, who is going to graduate and hopefully go on to the NFL, as well as Jermecco Green, our starting senior running back, who was warming up, getting really hot at the right time. And unfortunately, just another year where we don't accomplish the main goal of a national title. It makes year 3 and year 4 hurt even more, because I think those squads were even better than the team that we had last year. But this is an important year. It is a new era for North Texas. Bryce Baker, a 4-year starter, is moving on with his life. So we are going to more than likely move on to Isaiah Irwin, but we're going to be getting a whole new class in, and we're moving to the SEC. That's what makes this year incredibly impactful. We dominated the Big 12 for 2 years straight. Rico Wooten, back-to-back All-American, brings home the Dick Butkus Award. And Alex Marler, who was solid, not a great 90 overall junior, is going to the draft. And I can't say I blame him. So is Kerry Miranda, someone I really considered to be a future starter on this team. We do get Manny Levitre and Khalil Marks to stay. But here are your graduates: Philip Firth, Sony Tuguama, Kiki Small, Stephen Ahmad, Devontae Carlisle, Stephen Tobin, our punter for a while, Marshall Fabian, Bryce Baker, projected to go in the draft. And yeah, it is wear and tear. I mean, it just wasn't. I don't know how he's going to deal with that in the pros. Deshaun Combs is gone. You had Falk, you had Cash Courtney, Jermecco Green, Rashad Sterling, Isaiah Tapp, and Levi Berry, all moving on in life. Alexander Marler gets drafted round 3, and Bryce Baker is going to be drafted in round 5. So 2 guys, Marler I don't think was that great, but he was solid, had some good highlights from him, and this is the class we're bringing in. I'm super excited to see Bryce Baker moving on, but Zach Kahn is impact, Cassidy Thomas, a star, another impact in Maliu Outwood, another impact in Carter Wilkins. We are getting a lot of impact players. A star corner, Josh Sly, is committed to us. We got Tyler Ware, normal development, our first one. Major Ashton, a normal running back as well. Normal for Danny Bajent. Normal for Tyreek Liggins. You got normal for Delgado. Normal star for Bradley Randall, the Mike linebacker. You got impact for Jeff Atwell, the DT. You got normal for Poe. Hugh Williams is going to be an impact. Bai Chu, potentially a starting receiver this year, impact. George Harris, normal. Impact for Chukwuama, and then normal for Hagen. So that is our class coming in. Let's see where we rank. We are in the top 20. Okay, we're getting better at this whole recruiting thing. Josh Sly, a 5-star receiver, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's not our first, but still very important to bring those in. So here's what's going to go down in the conference realignment. This is our old conference in the American. Apparently Cincinnati is a ranked team now, which is pretty wild. This is us in the Big 12 saying goodbye. Only one Big 12 loss in our entire 2-year tenure. We are now in the SEC along with teams like Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, and Texas A&M. This is your newly revamped Pac-12. I considered Vandy, but we're going to throw Mississippi State, an old SEC team, back in the SEC team just to get it even. And then so we can even out the Big 12 and the Pac-12, which we just stole from, we're going to take Kansas, a team that's been pretty piss poor most of the dynasty. They look like they could belong in the Pac-12, the newly revamped per Commissioner Steve. We'll put that in there. And this is our year 6 schedule. Opening at Miami. It'll be a neutral field. We got Boise State. That rivalry always takes place. Our first SEC conference game will be Missouri. 2 more out of conference with Tulane and Illinois. We got Kentucky, South Carolina, A&M, Arkansas, Auburn, and then our 2 must plays are Texas and Alabama. I'm going to try and start a bit of a rivalry with Bama. Isaiah Irwin does come in as our highest overall quarterback, but Spencer Bullock, the senior transfer, is there right behind him. They're pretty much the same. Irwin is a bit faster, and he is the successor to Bryce Baker, so I am going to give him the start, but he is on, I would say, not a thin rope. I wouldn't say it's on him last year that we lose first round in the playoffs. He did go 1-2 in his 2 starts, but he also got thrown in at the end of the season. He had never played in this system before. I got to give him a fair shot, but I also don't like to lose. Spencer Bullock, very capable backup behind him, and Ramon Chester, the freshman, has some good stats as well. So there is no solidified starting QB right now, but we are going to roll with Isaiah Irwin, who I think has the best chance at leading us and has the best stats to play the way that I like to play, moving around with the quarterback, throws on the run, QB blast, read options, stuff like that. Spencer Bullock's still very capable, and he is a senior, which made me lean potentially starting him, but he is not as accurate as Irwin, and that's the number one thing. Randy Bertone going to step into the starting running back role for his senior year. Very effective last season. Did very well whenever Jermecco Green was hurt. You got Johnny Butcher, who's always put in reps since his freshman year, is going to be the RB2. Maybe we see him on the field more. Shakir Capps is going to be our wide receiver 1, the true freshman starter by Chew. Very short, but does come in with a lot of good stats to be our wide receiver 2. Jimmy Lang falls to the slot. Lionel Lyles developing nicely as a sophomore. He's wide receiver 4, but I would keep our eye on him. He could very potentially be the playmaker this offense needs. And then Daryl Branson, of course, is going to be your starting tight end again. Not as high overall as these guys, but still faster than them, and he's put in the reps. He has just been a back-to-back starter that I don't feel the need to bench for any reason. This is our offensive line. Malai Atwood, true freshman. You got Eric Ali, the junior, red shirt at a 73 overall for a center. We're an 83 overall team. Cassidy Thomas, we just got him in recruiting. Max Patino, we got him a few years back, the red shirt. You got Dwayne Hicks is going to be a senior starting on the reg. You got Mello Scruggs also on the other side. He's going to be starting as well. Jeff Atwell, the transfer, with Sean Merling. Jaquez Hagans and Rashad Battles are going to be your defensive linemen. Senior year for Rashad Battles, who's had a lot of reps here. Rico Wooten, senior year, back-to-back All-American. Bradley Randall, senior as well. He's going to get the start. We got Hugh Williams, the junior, at 82 overall. Ray Kohler as a senior now. He's up to 91. Mike Strange as well as a senior. And Trey Vieira, along with Quincy Whiteheart. We've got a pretty... And Josh Sly, the true freshman, all come in around the same overall. We've got depth at corner, which you can never complain about. Nate Bynum, Deontay Ibrahim as well. Apologies for the train in the background. And that's what our special teams looks like. Josh Kopp up to an 80 overall sophomore. This is how Miami's looking, almost a 5-star program, number 10 in the nation. We come in right behind them at number 11. And as you can see, you have to know with Miami, they're just going to have studs. This train knows I'm recording a YouTube video. But yeah, for those of you new to the channel, we have a beef and a history with Miami. I wouldn't quite call it a rivalry, but it low-key is. Pretty much we've played them twice. The first time was in the regular season where both teams were on the edge of the playoff bubble. We won in like a comeback fashion on the road just to see them in the first round of the playoffs where they came to our home. And that's the thing about this Miami team. Their quarterback is not super impressive, only a 78 overall. That could be an advantage for us. But the Aflac Kickoff Bowl for year 6 is about to be underway. As I was saying, they came to our first ever home playoff game. We had them, and then whenever we had a walk-off touchdown with like a minute left, they returned the kick and won. And that was pretty heartbreaking. So every time we play Miami, it's a cinematic finish, low-key a rivalry, green versus green. Year 6 is underway. Our first year in the SEC is here. We are back after another playoff loss, trying to redeem all of our postseason runs, get to our first national championship, and get head coach Stevie Balls some hardware. North Texas versus Miami to open up the year. Number 10 versus number 11. The debut really being the true starter for the team. Isaiah Irwin will give it to Randy Bertone up the gut of the Aflac Bowl. And that's going to be a huge burst of speed. 19-yard gain. Beautiful blocks right there from the O-line. And a great start for this mean green offense. I will 100%, I will run the ball more than pass it if that's what works. I don't care. And Randy Bertone had a very effective season last year. We're already into enemy territory. His offense is looking strong. As our receivers look, 3rd and 4 here inside the 30 of Miami. There's going to be a drag. Jimmy Lang has got his first reception of the year. That's going to be a first down. Up to 2nd and 1. Irwin No one is on triangle. Is that Shakir Caps? It sure is. Not going to go there. They cover it over the middle. It's going to be Vaichu! The 5'8" receiver finds some open space. He will have the first touchdown of year 6 in the Mean Green Dynasty, and we are on the board 7-0. And out comes the Hurricanes offense. This is a strong opening opponent. We don't have the toughest SEC schedule, but our out-of-conference schedule is very tough, and this is going to be an early test. Here is Miami's offense. Ashwagandha in the backfield. They're going to give him a wide receiver screen to start, spin move. That's going to be a 7-yard gain. Down 7. This is a neutral site in the Aflac Bowl. Miami technically the home team here, but both fan bases littered in throughout. Plenty of time. Wide open. Plenty of time. Slings it downfield. It's going to be hit out. Oh my goodness. That would have been a jump scare to start the year. Instead, incomplete. It's going to be a quick 3rd and 3. And the defense, very impressive last year. We're going to start the first drive with a sack. That is going to be Bradley Randall getting in there on the blitz. His first sack of the year. And we get Miami off the field quickly. 3 and out. 7-0, making it easy here for Isaiah Irwin. Randy Bertone's got open space in the screen, shrugging off tackles. Does he look ready for the moment or what? A gain of 37 for the senior Randy Bertone. 1st and 10 here in this first quarter. Irwin from the shotgun over the middle. Wide open is Jimmy Lang, who shoves a man down. He's pumped up, and why wouldn't you be? 1st and goal for Irwin. From the shotgun, they're going to audible to the screen pass. Picking up the block is Vaichu. And Randy Bertone finds a much-deserved touchdown, continuing his success from last season. He looks fantastic. Nice little touchdown celebration. A quick 14-0 pop for the Mean Green. Here is Miami. Out of the backfield, that's going to be a nice reception and a nice first down to start the drive for the Hurricanes. Number 10 versus number 11. Here comes some more pressure. It worked last time. Blitzing again. This time it's on a screen. Nice contain right there. We will get him down. That's Deontay Ibrahim. I don't know how to say their quarterback's name. I'm going to say Ashwagandha. That doesn't sound right, but it looks right. A minute left in the first quarter. They're going to go up the gut. That's going to be a spin move to Glory, taken down at the 50. Another first down. 2nd and 10 from the Aflac logo. Sending another blitz. Head coach Stevie Balls, you know the aggressive nature. This time it doesn't pay off. That's the risk you take. A lot of open space and a quick 20-yard chunk right there for the Hurricanes offense. Flipping his running back to the other side. They're going to give it to him. And for good reason, wide open space and another first down. That should take us to the end of the first quarter. A very strong showing from North Texas on both sides of the ball. 14-0 is your score. Miami in striking distance, but our defense is held up and our offense is converting, taking advantage of opportunities. Nothing too crazy from Isaiah Irwin. Randy Bertone really picking up the slack right now, but still, can't complain about this score. They're going to go back to the run game. That's going to be a nice stiff arm spin move just for Rashad Battles to take him down. Broke 2 tackles in the process. Not a big gain. Still an impressive effort, though. 3rd and 5. It's going to be Ashwagandha. Plenty of time. He'll take off. That's going to be Randall, who got the sack earlier. He will take him down 4th and inches. And I would go for this, but Miami is going to send out their kicker for a chip shot. Sometimes they miss these in this game. That's not going to be the case here. Miami on the board, and I'm still very pleased with 14-3. I will take that every day of the week. 1st and 10, Irwin. How do we respond here? Can we add to our total? Start playing overly aggressive. That's going to be Branson. Branson splits the defenders. The speed. This is why he's on the field. He's not even 70 overall his junior year, but Daryl Branson, 66 yards. Oh my goodness. 2nd and 7. Irwin trying to throw for another touchdown here from the shotgun. He's going to scramble. The glaze went a little too far there. Irwin found a quick strike. Branson got us down the field. We threw an interception, which is something Isaiah Irwin did struggle with in his playoff game against Penn State. But to be fair, that is Penn State. I'm not going to hold his third ever start against him. That's great defense right there from Mike Strange. I can't hold that against Isaiah Irwin. It's a new season. He's going to have a fresh leash. But yes, he did go 1-2 his 2 or 3 games as a starter. But the defense, I mean, Ray Kohler's there on the screen. Miami does not take advantage. We dodged a bullet. Yes, we missed out on some points, but we're fine. 1st and 10, Irwin on the drag. He'll have Jimmy Lang. Jimmy Lang going to keep the extra effort holding on to the ball there. 2nd and inches. Why are we going deep here? Because I played this game months ago. What am I doing? Just hand it off. What am I doing? Trying to get Vaichu, the 5'7" receiver, a highlight, and I'm throwing it up for giggles? For no good reason at all. And Miami's back on the field like nothing happened. It's I don't know. There's going to be ashwagandha, plenty of time, and there's a dime. That's an absolute piss missile of a rocket. Great throw into enemy territory, and boom, Miami's back just like that. 3 minutes left in the first half. I played this game months ago. I don't know why I didn't just hand it off there. I watched these back, and I'm like, what was I thinking? I can't blame that on Isaiah Irwin. I'm on the sticks. It's on me. 1st and 10, 2.5 to go in the first half. Miami about to close the gap in this one here in the Aflac Bowl. That's going to be from the shotgun, looking for a man. Here we get another sack. That's not a sack. He got a yard. 2-minute warning. Good defense. Playing zone coverage now from the shotgun. Miami scanning the field. That's going to be good zone coverage right there from Mike Strange. Both of our quarterbacks in the game, 11 of 14. We just have 2 picks. They don't have one. They just have not hit a touchdown yet. Does it come right here? Plenty of time. It does. I'm a fortune teller. Or a jinx. I don't know. Touchdown, Miami. The Hurricanes respond after our back-to-back turnovers. And Isaiah Irwin, we're looking at you kind of awkward in the locker room. Head coach Stevie Balls is not having it. It could be 28-3, even 28-10. But we did mess around on back-to-back drives in great field position, and I don't want to find out. But if we lose this game, that is essentially why. Maybe it's why we haven't won a national championship 6 years into the Mean Green Dynasty. But regardless, we're up 4. Miami's just going to start with the ball to start the second half. Here comes a screen for Miami. Plenty of open space. The defense can only do so much whenever we miss on opportunities. Asking them to be excellent again. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here is ashwagandha. They're going to go up the gut. This one's going to be beautifully blocked. And here we are in the second half. You see the physicality. We're up to an 83 overall team. Miami's just, a 96. So there's a bit of a talent mismatch. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, looking for someone that's going to be wide open. We got the pressure, which I don't know. Great coverage there from Trey Vieira, who is, once again, that cornerback 3. They're all the same overall, so, it's not like you're solidified in that spot. But neither is Deontay Ibrahim, who just gave up that play. 2nd and goal. This is all on me. I cannot be this frustrated. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Joseph Henson will dive in. And now we're losing. 17 unanswered from Miami. Back up the gut, Randy Bertone trying to get us out of this hole. That's a nice juke move. He is killer on that play. He's only got 5 rushes. Fire the head coach. Why are we not running the ball? It's 3rd and 12. Irwin, we're relying on you, and you overthrow Jimmy Lang. This is not a good look, fellas. This is really rough for head coach Stevie Balls, who is 3-5 in the playoffs this year. Is not having similar success to his years with Western Kentucky in college football 25 as another huge run. Miami not only with the lead right now, they're marching. It's 3rd and 8. We could really use this stop right here, but they could just go up 2 possessions. From the shotgun, ashwagandha looking for a man. That's going to be hit as he caught it. He hangs on. Trey Vieira again, just not there quite in time, not quite my tempo. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here is ashwagandha. They're going to go play action. Another quick strike. 2. Much space. How are they getting that much separation to start and not a single turnover for Miami? They're up 3 here in this neutral site game. Not the end of the game or the end of the world if we lose, but I mean, that's a loser's mentality. I don't want to start 0-1. Miami's close to going up 10 here to start the 4th quarter. Defense, we might need to do something miraculous here, sending a blitz. Here we go. Rico Wooten is going to meet the running back in the gap. Taken down, 3rd and goal. I'm okay with giving up 3. We can win by 1. I'm okay with that. 3rd and goal from the shotgun. Defense, stand your ground. 5 yards. Trying to get some pressure. They're calling that a touchdown? What? Oh, man. He must have had his pinky toe on the line. I don't know about that one. But it'll stand. We got some work to do, fellas. Here we go. Gonna have to pass the ball now. Dug ourselves into this hole, not handing it to Randy Bertone enough. That'll be Shakir Caps. It's been a quiet day for the wide receiver 1. That'll be a good gain right there. 1st and 10. We still got all the 4th quarter. Can't waste too much clock, but Randy Bertone has been effective nonetheless, and he will continue to be. There's a 9-yard gain for Bertone. He's got 7 rushes, 64 yards. 1st and 10. Why not bust out the secret weapon, the QB blast? The blocks are perfect. 15-yard gain right there for Isaiah Irwin. Very fast. He's got 2 years with the squad. I want to start him as a junior and a senior. You got Spencer Bullock behind him as well at 86 overall. Jimmy Lang, nice pickup right there. I mean, I can tell you this. If we keep winning, Irwin will most likely stay on the field. But we just got to see. Irwin taking off. Irwin going to use his legs. Doesn't fumble the ball. Nice pickup right there. Way to tuck and run. That's not a turnover. 2nd and goal. 5 minutes left. Quicker we score, the better. Randy Bertone not able to fight through. More of a speedy back than he is a bust through the goal line. 3rd and goal. I think we got good enough space for this. Here is the QB blast. Irwin is met. I thought he was short too. A generous touchdown. Isaiah Irwin's 1st of the season. With 4 minutes left, we got 2 timeouts. We need to stop. If they can run this clock out if we let them. Here comes the blitz. Here's Ashwagandha. Plenty of time. Has an open man who dropped it. Got the hit in there just in time. Nice coverage. 2nd and 10. That stops the clock as well. 1st game of the season here. Another North Texas Miami close finish. Rico Wooten, the back-to-back All-American, comes up with a huge sack when we need it most. 3rd and 9. 4 minutes to go. Motion man from the shotgun. Biggest play of the game. Quick pressure. That's going to be jumped. Mike Strange, the senior. What a play. Gets in front of the pass. It's behind him. He jumps it. The 78 overall QB has been very safe all game until that one. We now have another opportunity we can't soil here at midfield. We now have time to run the ball with Randy Bertone, who's going to sneak past some defense. We're now under 4 minutes. We're inching closer. If we can play this right, we leave Miami with no time. We take the lead. I've got PTSD. That's a nice spin move from Randy Bertone. I've got PTSD from this team returning a kick on us to win. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Up the gut. Randy Bertone again. Beautiful blocks. It's like our offensive line has caught a second wind here to try and reclaim the lead. Last play before the 2-minute warning here. Irwin, we got play action. Audibling some hot routes. Here we go. Irwin trying to get another game winner added to his resume. Just like Colorado, it's Daryl Branson again, who's had a fantastic Year 6 debut for the junior. True freshman starter. But Miami's got all 3 timeouts, 2 minutes. They do need a touchdown from the shotgun. Last play. 2-minute warning. He just dumped that off to a lineman. Okay. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. To open the year, Miami either goes and gets a touchdown, likely wins the game, or we hold them. 2nd and 7. They're going to go screen right here. We have contain on that. Ray Kohler gets him out of bounds. It's 3rd and 3 from the shotgun. The defense has played pretty solid today. Takes the snap. Scanning the field, taking a deep shot. Trey Vieira will play good enough defense right there to get it incomplete. It's 4th and 3. We get him here. It might as well be over. Minute 48, Miami. Are they going to put up much of a last stand here? From the shotgun. Looking for something quick. Trying to get some pressure. We get there! Down goes Miami! 3rd and 2. They've got one more timeout. Or is this 3rd and 8? Okay. So I suppose they could get it back down a touchdown if we have to take 3 here. But if we get the first down here, it's over. Irwin looking for open space. He's going to have it. Caps! Falls ahead. Miami uses their last timeout. We can knee this one out. And after a few Unnecessary turnovers. North Texas will escape with the win regardless, and that's the thing. Look, maybe they played better. They had a turnover on downs and an interception. We had 2 interceptions, but at the end of the day, it's about the team that wins. Yes, we could have won by a lot more, but the fact that we're winning against Miami playing a subpar game speaks volumes of how far North Texas as a program has come and what head coach Stevie Balls has done for the program. We are now 2-1 against Miami in this dynasty. Randy Bertone, need to ride him more. Fantastic, super talented, offensive line's blocking great for him. Shakir Capps has been the main receiver the past few years. Vi Chu surprised me today, only 2 receptions, but one of them was a touchdown. I think Branson and Capps are going to be fighting for reps. I really would like Jimmy Lang to step up some more, or maybe Lionel Lyles get some repetitions. I don't know, but I was really, really happy with how the defense played today. We're 1-0. We took down Miami. Year 6 is underway. We still are without a natty, and we also are in the SEC now, so this is huge. This is going to be a big year. I appreciate you guys for watching. Y'all have a great day, and I've got more coming soon.